Eddie, do you think drug agencies should tell the public more about what's actually going on instead of leaving it down to the promoters and then the assumptions and everything else start? Do you think
the problem is you have to give the athlete an opportunity to clear their name, and when you release it to the public, all of a sudden you're guilty straight away.
The reason I ask is because sometimes from a layman's terms it gets a bit complicated. So is it stuff off the counter, or is it because there's science behind it, isn't there?
With respect to fight fans, there's actually, if you actually take a minute to think about it, the people that need to know in this situation are the regulatory body, the commission, the governing bodies, the opponent, in my opinion. That's the priority. The public is kind of like, you know, I know you want to know because it's just you like to know those things, but actually when you think about a process, I have no problem with them knowing, but I also would prefer that the athlete would have an opportunity to go through the trial without being hung by the public first. But I've seen loads of stuff about Alicia, about this substance and this level, and like this is all information that we haven't even seen. So it just goes wild on Twitter, and it's very difficult to get a fair crack of the whip when all this information's out there. Half of it's actually untrue. I'd rather the situation was quicker and then released to the public. One of the problems is it's taking a year or a year and a half. By that time, everyone knows anyway. As soon as we send the information to the governing body, they tell everyone anyway. Do you know what I mean? So
and it almost becomes guilty before proven innocent, and
yes.
it's a wrong one, to be fair. I agree with
it's
you.
like we deserve to know, as we in the public. It's like what you know, not saying what. I don't mean to be disrespectful, but the process needs to know, and then there should be a press release to say this process has taken part and this is what happened. Do you release all the information of the trial? I don't know. I mean,
it gets messy, doesn't it?
But it's like, I know that the public would like to see it because they like to know what's happened and debate it and chat about it. But as long as there's a process that the regulatory bodies go through, I'm happy.